Dr. Dhruv Prambat, sir. I invite Dr. Krupa Mehta to kindly welcome Dr. Jainil Shah, sir. Thanks a lot, everyone, for your warm gestures and for joining us today. We'll be moving towards our welcome address. And before that, I'll take a moment and I'll introduce our HOD, Dr. Harshal Arokar. Dr. Harshal Arokar, Professor and Head of Computer Science Programs at GLS University, is a key pillar of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology and the Faculty of Computer Applications and IT. With over 25 years of experience, he is a strong advocate of open source technologies. He has co authored 4 computer science books and 12 textbooks for the Gujarat State Education Board. He has guided multiple PhD students, authored over 45 research papers, and actively contributed to journals and conferences. As a member of several professional organizations, Sir has earned prestigious awards for his contributions to the field. I now request Sir to deliver the welcome address. Welcome.
Thank you, Hirva. See, technology at times is difficult, isn't it? I had everything on my phone and now it's not working. So, dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Chandni Kapadia, Executive Director, GLS University, Shri Bharatbhai Patel, Chairman and Director, UDIS Solutions, Dr. Dharmesh Shah, Provost, GLS University, Dr. Tripti Doria, Dean, FCITPG. Of the dais, Shashank Bhai, Dhruv Bhai, Jainil Bhai, Savita Ma'am, Deans, Directors of GLS University and GLS, my colleagues at FCIT, FET, invited guests, uh, dear participants, a very good morning to all of you. It's with immense pleasure that I'm giving you this welcome address today, and I welcome all of you to CyberShadez 2025. It's a national tech fest and it is organized by FCIT and FET, two departments of NAC A plus accredited GLS University. This is the 19th edition of our tech fest, and aptly we have kept the theme which is there because today transformation is no longer a choice, it has become a necessity. We cannot live without that. Yes. And that is why we have kept this theme beyond reality. When we were having a discussion of what theme should be there, actually, beyond reality or digital twin as such is an old aspect because if you remember simulation, it's already there. But things have changed today. I'll give you two examples of what has changed. First is Tata Steels. It's one of the well known companies into production of steels, and it is using digital twins to do its daily activities today. It is doing remote factory management, it's looking into production, it is looking into flaws. So, this is one area of organizations. But what I like the most is another example, which is a very recent example. There is one Miss Shalini Jain. She is a researcher at University of California, and luckily she happens to be my friend's niece. And she is in a San Francisco campus, and she is working on a project which is known as Silicon Brain. So she is working on a digital twin of our brain. So the anchors, when they said that we are talking about physical entities or objects. No, we are talking about humans also. If you remember recently, there was a news that titanium heart was replaced completely. A fake heart was replaced, and that was being monitored through simulation completely outside the heart. So digital twin today has brought revolutions like anything, and it has all aspects. So we'll be looking on some of those aspects today. Uh, We'll be looking at a lot of thought provoking. I think the keynote session will give you an idea. We have had hackathons. Yesterday there was full day. One activity was there of hackathons under three different categories: UG, PG, as well as VTech. We have around 11 different activities going on. As of now, also some activities are going on in parallel. Uh, just to give you a brief idea, more than 20 plus projects are being on display, which are developed by students of GLS University. And as such, I'm happy to say that 18 plus universities have participated in this event, today's event, with more than 600 plus participants in hybrid mode. So that's a good achievement that we have been able to do. Uh, it's not CyberShadez, we say it's a tech fest. So it's not just a celebration, but being a computer science students, I think it is necessary that we have to do certain things in a proper manner. So I would request that today let us take a call that as we explore the potentials of our digital twin, we also take an oath as a IT professionals today, or IT budding IT professionals today, that whatever solutions that we are going to build henceforth should be responsible, inclusive, as well as sustainable. We have to look at the ethical, moral, security aspects of whatever we are doing, and we have to ensure that whatever we do, it serves humanity in the best possible way, right? On behalf of the entire team of FCIT, FET, I extend my heartful gratitude to Sri Sudhir Nanavati, President GLS University, without whom we do not exist per se. And he's always been there for us. He's been there to encourage us, motivate us, to help the students in all the possible ways. I also thank Shri Bharat Bhai sir for accepting our invitation. He immediately said yes because he was available in Ahmedabad. So he's, and you'll be hearing him very soon. I'm not introducing him. The anchor will do that, and then you'll be able to see who is the he in terms of the personality. So without taking much of your time, let's embark on the journey of Beyond Reality. I once again welcome you all for CyberShadez 2025. The brightest mind win the competitions, but whoever is present here are all winners because you have chosen to participate. So best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today to introduce an extraordinary leader, a visionary, and a trailblazer in every sense. Dr. Chani Kapadia, ma'am, the dynamic executive director of GLS University. Ma'am's remarkable journey spans leadership roles across the US, UK, and Europe, where she managed teams and drove business success. Returning to India, she brought a fresh global perspective and played a pivotal role in bringing iconic brands like Calvin Klein, Starbucks, and Burberry to the country, shaping their success with a strategic foresight, innovation, and deep commitment to excellence. Dr. Chani Kapadia's entrepreneurial brilliance has earned a place among India's most distinguished leaders. She has been recognized by Forbes as one of India's top 10 women entrepreneurs, which allocates from the Economic Times, Oxford University, UK, Z Business, and the Times of India. She has been felicitated at the prestigious House of Lords and honored with the Black Swan Award for Women Empowerment by the UN Global and the Government of India. Her impact, however, extends far beyond business. Recently, named one of Time's 100 most influential people in the world, Dr. Kapadia continues to be a catalyst, a champion for women's empowerment, and an ardent advocate for compassionate leadership. And now, adding another remarkable milestone, she has been featured in India Today's prestigious special issue, High and Mighty, The Ultimate Power List 2024. Let's give a big round of applause for that. Being recognized among India's most influential leaders is a testament to her relentless pursuit of excellence, innovation, and transformation. And recently, Mem has been featured in the week's special Women's Day edition. Congratulations, ma'am. Her clear vision, boundless energy, and unmatched commitment are reshaping the landscape of higher education at GLS University. We are incredibly fortunate to have you, ma'am, leading us towards a future filled with growth, progress, and excellence. I hereby request, ma'am, to give the presidential address.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CyberShadez 2025. A special welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Bharat Patel, who has mastered this art of problem solving and innovation. I had such a wonderful chat with him in the green room while we were waiting. Um, and we've managed to hit some notes, exchange some notes rather with each other. And hopefully, we will be doing much more in the coming future. Um, we're honored to have him here to inspire us. He has built innovative solutions, led cutting edge projects, proving that with the right skills, anything is possible. Except, of course, even today, getting our parents to understand that gaming is still a career. But believe it or not, gaming is. And here at GLS as well, we are working on that. We are working to get gaming to our campus. And hopefully, we will be collaborating on that with you as well. Um, we we were initially going to start that program in June this year, but due to some circumstances, we are not going to do that next year. But definitely, the year after that, in 26, you will hear from us regarding that. So yes, gaming is a fantastic career these days, and GLS will be proud to offer that as well with some of the best collaborative people in the world. Now, let me be honest, I'm not a tech geek. I don't understand technology very well, like most of you do. For me, Python is still a snake. For me, Jaffa is still a fancy coffee. And debugging is something that I do when there are mosquitoes and, insects in my house. So for me, all these terms, this is what it means to me. Uh, but you brilliant minds, for you it is completely different when these words come across. So today and for the next couple of days, is it? You guys will be understanding how to break things, fix them, and break them even faster, right? And then try and fix them even faster. I mean, this is what I understand, okay? Like I said, I am a complete novice in this area and I do not understand. Um, Mr. Patel over here, he understands ISRO and all of that, and that is like, rocket science to me, and he's worked with them. And come on, guys, I mean, I feel that what am I doing here? I do business like most Gujarati people. I'm good at that. And I'll stick to that, I guess, because this is not my cup of tea. But still, I have to stand here and speak before you. So I will do my best. A special congratulations to Harshal Bhai and Trupti Ben for always organizing every year organizing such brilliant festivals, Tech Fest, CyberShadez, and making sure, sorry, excuse me, making sure that students in the campus get to have such events where they can better themselves. This year at CyberShadez 2025, we go beyond reality dive into the fascinating world of digital twins, which actually, when they said digital twins, I said, wow, are you going to make a twin of me? Or at least get that, and then they can do the work for me and I can sit and relax. They said, no, 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 that is not what is going to happen. It's not a clone that we are making. And I was like, please, come on, guys, you need to do something like that. Um, but what I've gathered about digital twins and what Harshal Bhai just explained, it's a version where real things of a real thing, it'll make them smarter, faster, more efficient, kind of having like a backup brain. Okay, that is something we need. I wish sometimes I can just put my brain aside, not make it work, and just relax and have the other one do work for me. So yes, even that is good enough. You can see that I'm a lazy person, but actually I'm not. Um, but still, sometimes I am. Okay, so this will help. Okay, guys, this is not just a competition, it's a survival challenge. You will race against time in hackathon, solve cryptic puzzles in cipher hunts, test your memory in code relays, and if you're really daring, explain your code to another human in code review. Now, that is the real test of intelligence. This event isn't about hacking, cracking, and debugging. Though we expect plenty of that, it's about pushing your boundaries, thinking beyond the obvious, and proving that Control Z doesn't always work in life. I heard this somewhere. Software and cathedrals are much the same. You make them and then you pray. Honestly, that applies to every field, to our field as well. When things go wrong, we secretly hope that nobody will find out and we will fix it before anybody gets the whiff of it. With over 11 bending mind events, including cipher code relays and brain digging, I can guarantee that your neurons will get the best workout that you've had in months. If you came here just for free Wi Fi and make some new friends, of course, you'll have that too. But you will still leave with new skills, new ideas, and possibly a few error messages haunting your dreams. Every year, CyberShades brings fresh and exciting ideas, and every time I come across concepts that are completely new and groundbreaking, it makes me incredibly proud to see students at the forefront of such innovations. But I must admit, as I grow older, it feels like the moment I finally understand something completely, something else comes out. And this happens especially in technology. Just look how AI is revolutionizing our industries, how digital twins are transforming everything from smart cities to healthcare, and how the metaverse is blurring the lines between virtual and real. The pace of change is relentless, and events like CyberShades prove that our students are just not keeping up, they're actually leading the way. So gear up, get your digital twins ready. Unfortunately, no cloning allowed. And let's make this CyberShades event 2025 an event to remember. You have your provost, Dr. Dharmesh Shah, who's always there to support you. You have your deans, directors, everyone who is here, but then always remember that this front line over here, the deans and directors, the central office staff, are always there to support you and guide you in every way. And I acknowledge all of your presence and always thank you for supporting us and making GLS University the name to reckon with. But for you guys, I would want to say one thing to you, that no matter what your idea is, no matter how small, take it up. If it is new, think about it. But don't take each other's ideas. Make sure the idea is your own, no matter how small, because remember, the smallest of ideas came from even a smaller atom. So let your minds tick, imaginations wander, make new creations so that people can benefit from them. It can benefit our society, be empathetic to each other, be kind to each other, especially to animals, because they need us more than anything. Let's make the future bright. As you guys, you are the future, you know that. So let us be more responsible towards this world. Finally, to all of you geniuses, code hard, debug harder, and may your Wi Fi stay strong and your error messages be few. So let the hacking begin, and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for motivating our future generations. So now it is time to introduce Mr. Bharat Patel, our chief guest, the man of the hour. Mr. Bharat Patel, a visionary leader and a stalwart in the field of technology and innovation. With a formal engineering degree in electronics and communications from Gujarat University and over 3 decades of technical expertise, Mr. Patel has had an illustrious career. He has held various research positions at esteemed institutions such as Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Trumbe, Operational Research Group, and Space Application Center ISRO, where he designed microcomputers and integrated circuits. He presides over several enterprises, including UDIS Solutions Limited, Fetus Hetcher Private Limited, Abreeze Global Foundation, and D Square Saga LLP. Mr. Patel has been recognized for his contributions to India's IT industry. He has participated in the development of the first sonography machine and Cyrus reactor monitoring hardware design at Bhabha Atomic Research Center. He has published several papers and authored 2 books through Springer. His significant achievements include being the chairman and director at UDIS Solutions Limited, which was felicitated by Economic Times. He has guided 7 startup companies to success and has been a partner in several companies, including Remic Infocom Systems and Kura Tech Systems. He has held prestigious positions in various organizations, including ASOCAM, Knowledge Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Gujarat Innovation Society, Association of British Scholars, CPDB, IEI, Gessia IT Association, and Software Technology Park of India. He has been a steering committee member at DAIICT as well. A fellow member of IEI, IETE, CSI, and senior member of ACM, Mr. Patel is also a member of various prominent organizations, including Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, International Red Cross, and British Business Group. He also serves as an advisor and board member of IIMTS Chamber. As a philanthropist, Mr. Patel is the co founder and director of Abris Global NGO Foundation and a trustee at the Society of Promotion of Technical Education and Research. With a huge round of applause, please join us in welcoming the esteemed Bharat Patel. Sir, welcome.
Good morning. Did I hear you? Good morning. That's the kind of energy we would want to see. I think with these young minds around, it is extremely important that we all do something which is different, just not different, but something which is long lasting, as what Herschel said, like it has to be long lasting, but at the same time, it has to be very ethical. I think it is giving me immense honor and pleasure to be here. Herschel, thank you so much for inviting me here amongst these young minds. And Chandi ma'am, it was very nice to meet you, know more about you, and Dharmesh bhai as well. I think, this is one interaction that we have started, and I'm sure this is long lasting as well. So, thanking all the dignitaries on the dais as well as off the dais. Uh, I have not prepared any speech for you guys. Um, Rather didn't want to because ChatGPT can do everything, which which I'm sure if you just enter few of the prompts and you would get a wonderful speech which can be developed. But having said this, technology can be used in various formats. Um, I would thank the host who was just mentioning few of the things which I have been involved into so far. It really gives us pleasure in understanding what we do. We should enjoy what we are doing. It's not that you should be pushed beyond your own likings and submitting a people have a craze of going various places, leaving their own country and do something which is not what they want to do. um, with the great country like so-called great country like United States of America, people do go there. They spend lots of money, time, energy, resources, but then at the end of the thing, they are doing something which they don't like. I believe there's no point into it. And we have a person like Chandni ma'am who has even let go her green card for the US. What's the point? There's no having no fun in having a green card where you really don't enjoy what you want to do. So what I'm trying to drive is that I briefly, when we came in, we just saw a few of those innovative ideas which were displayed. I think every one of you needs to see what is the requirement as far as the country needs, as far as the global requirement is there. Based on that assessment, you should create something long lasting, ethical as well. Um, as a part of the Gujarat Innovation Society, which is now as GIS Foundation, I'm a chairman for state of Gujarat. GIS was something which was formulated by Narendra Modi when he was the chief minister at that point of time, and we started this innovation. The basic requirement was inculcating the culture of innovation. When I say this inculcating of innovation means that innovation does not need any formal education. It is just to assess a need which you feel is there and create a model which can ease your life, which can make it faster, which can make it more efficient, and is also long lasting. So there is a slight deviation in people understanding what is jugaad and what is innovation. When you say jugaad, it could be a problem solving situation for one particular area or one particular need that is being resolved. But you cannot scale it up. You cannot take it to a next level which everybody can use it. And innovation is something which you create based on that need and take it forward or scale it upwards. So I would urge each one of you to think big in such a way that you look at the problem, understand it, and see the model whether it can be created in terms of innovation, create your own intellectual property out of it, create a patent out of it, and that is which the wealth is going to be created. When we talk about superpowers, be it any of the American countries or European countries, most of the things when you see, even the wars which are being seen or which we hear about, they are not actual wars. Believe me, they are just created. These are all scripted. And when I say this, suppose if a weapon is created, where do I test this weapon? I can't test it in my lab. I can't test it in my own home. I need a place to test this weapon, and for which I need to create a ground where it can be tested. So wars are also created like this. So how does any of this intellectually property which has been created, the research which is created, can be scaled up to create wealth? So when we say that India needs to become a Vishwaguru once again, how can you make this happen? It can only be done when you recreate or create the IPs, intellectual properties, of new innovations, which can be scaled up and can be utilized by people across the world, and for which you would be get paid for. So this is the wealth creation. So creation of wealth does not happen on its own. You have to create something which is different, which is usable and reusable. So when you talk about any of these concepts, think larger, think that it can be replicated, think how it can be done ethically. Otherwise, you may be just landed into putting your efforts in such a way that it may dilute and die within a short period of time. I'll just cite one little example, maybe a little longer, but then I'll just take this time to. When I was a little kid, my mom used to give me milk, saying that drinking milk makes us strong. As a kid, we would just drink that, and just whether we like it or not, we have to drink it. But then we had a small money plant at home, and those leaves were at one of the side. This pot was there, and there was another pot at the other end, and the pot at one end had got very nice leaves, big leaves, and all that. But the other pot, it did not have very large leaves, and it was not very, very bright and green. So what I used to do before I got a slap on my face, I used to pour half of the milk into that pot and drink the other half. I'll tell you, this was at the age of around 6, 7 years. Considering that if milk can make me strong, it could perhaps also make the plant stronger. And so the leaves will also become much bigger and brighter. But eventually, when my eldest brother, he saw me, I got a slap on my face saying, "This is not what's going to work." But the question is that you have to think out of the box, think differently. When you think differently, you can create different aspects of it. So, of course, there are multiple examples where, the policeman would have come to my house when I was in Rajkot, when I was developing few little things in my school age. And we intercepted a police communication channel, and the police came to my house saying that, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm trying to test if I can bug into your system." And literally, my mom had to, say that, "Hey, he's a little kid, he's trying something different." So, what I'm saying is that unless you try, unless you put efforts in something which is more innovative and, something which can create an impact, you will not be able to try it. You can't swim just by referring a reel or a notebook or on an iPad. You can't do that. You have to actually fall into the water to learn that. So anything that you get as an idea, try it out. Unless you try, you will not be able to get. And the biggest thing, when I was just getting introduced, the lady mentioned about various organizations that I attached to. What does it really give you? When I say net, like when you want to create wealth, it is the worthiness. So net worth of an individual can only be created if you well network. So net worth can be created with a network. So I would urge each one of you to get connected with people. How many of you know the word yog? All of you? Yoga because it's an A, but actually you can pronounce it as yog. Yog means connectivity. You have to get connected. Get connected with the environment. So likewise, to create wealth, you need to have the right network. And right network can only be held when you have when you participate into different things like the Shades 2025 is where multiple universities have come together, students come together, you exchange ideas. There are various technical forums, there are very professional bodies available. So when you get graduated from here, you get connected to them. Most of the academicians around would have been connected to technical organizations. So when you connect to people, you get to know more about it, because every person may not know everything about every aspect in this globe. Maybe Python is a snake, you're right. But at the same time, it's also a language. Now, maybe sometimes, you would not have known about it, but now people do know. At the same time, if you ask someone, who's absolutely a techie who does not know about animals, they may not know that Python is an animal, it's a snake. So it's likewise. Unless you interact, you will not know about it. So I believe that, when you talk about these kinds of things, you will learn more about it. Today, when we are sitting here, we are just discussing this. We are talking about the age of digital twins, which is extremely important. And I think, Shribai, you did mention about that this is not new. As I said, that when we were working with the Cyrus reactor at Baba Atomic Research Center, we were looking at those thorium based reactors, which is actually creating that fusion for the energy generation. Now if I need to, let's say, do some servicing into that particular Cyrus reactor, I just can't send a person, I just can't walk in and do any mechanical job over there, because that's extremely radiating area, and one has to be very careful. But suppose if there is a robot which could do for me, I think the job is resolved. But how do we train the robot? Is that we need to create a digital twin of that reactor and understand that. And then we can just create something which can work for it. Similarly, we are working with various universities in my company, where we create a kind of digital twins for education purposes. Um, I know a few people are yawning, but don't worry, I won't take very long. Uh, how many of you have seen Munna Bhai MBBS? Almost everyone, I believe. Yeah. There he is just mentioning that they wanted a body just to understand, because their body had to be cut and, find out and know more about the body biological anatomy. But just imagine that when you want such kind of understanding of a human body, it may not be possible every time to dissect a body and get bodies which could really, help you in understanding the body anatomy. But just imagine that if we create a digital twin of a human body and that is given to the medical students, it makes their life much easier. So, understanding something which is in real form digitally will create it much effective and understand, what will happen. So, let's say there is a, recently I had one episode which was, I had to undergo some surgery, and because of which I had to undergo physiotherapy. So the physiotherapist will tell us that, okay, your femur bone is having this and the muscles are getting pulled. So that's all the technological words she would mention. Now, unless I understand that what this word means, it'll be all Greek and Latin to me. It doesn't make any sense. So if I go to understand these muscles in a 3D version, I would know that by lifting my arm, which are the muscles which are actually going to work. So if there is a 3D version to this, it can create a lot of value for the students who want to pursue this particular sector. And that's how the physiotherapy really can understand, how each muscle can be tuned to the level that they want. Suppose a wrestler is there who wants to, create a body which can lift multiple kgs. Now, unless they understand, because a wrestler may not be scientifically trained or must be understanding all the muscles that is being used in the body. But if a digital version of that body is being created, not exactly the digital version, but the body anatomy is created digitally, they can understand that how a particular muscle is going to react, and to strengthen that particular muscles, what are the kind of exercises one needs to do. So there are various things, which a digital twin can create and take you to a virtual world. Saying that, virtual world is something which is going to be inevitable, but at the same time, I would say that, meeting people in physical way is extremely important. This will not last long beyond certain point. People will have problems, psychological problems, psychiatric problems. Um, See, we are into a gaming sector. My company is doing one of the major work that we do is gaming. And as ma'am was about that, how gaming is becoming a kind of a career as well for people. Yes, it is very true. But at the same time, just not that, there are areas where this gaming is being used. And I would say not use the word gaming, but gamification. There's a slight difference between the two. Now, when we talk about, squint eyes or lazy eyes, we have developed a product which is used by kids when they have the squint eyes. They can use this product, play a game, and eventually they're doing exercise. They don't know about it. When we use mobile phones so many times, we get this cervical pain. And most of the people, we do face that as a cervical pain issues. So we have developed games which can help you. Actually, you're doing an exercise, but you're playing a game, but you're doing an exercise by moving your neck in the various areas. So what I'm saying is that you have to think innovatively to create something which is long lasting. And above all, I'll touch the last words which even ma'am had talked about, is the artificial intelligence. Of late, I don't know if you guys get connected to me on LinkedIn, you'll see my posts which are very, they're coming very often. Like I write more on ethical AI. Now, when we talk about artificial intelligence, it's not actually new. It's the old wine in a new bottle kind of thing. Like you have to create something which is going to do your job easier and having multiple things together. I just saw while we were coming with all those projects which has got a lot of IoTs and all that. Now when this sensors are kept, they generate a lot of data, and all this data, when they are put across, there's a tremendous amount of data on which you play some algorithms, you put some LLMs, or some kind of models which can generate the right kind of data that you need. So once this is generated, the actions can be taken, and these actions are taken on your behalf as a part of the artificial intelligence. I'll tell you, there were a lot of projects which I had even given to the government, uh, but governments act very slowly, as you know. But predictive analysis, like for example, there is a big transformer outside, which provides electricity here. Let's say that transformer is going to fail in the next 2 weeks' time. How do you know that something is going to fail? A failure can be understood. Okay, it'll stop the electricity and you don't know. But can you predict that this could be a failure? Let's say you just put a simple sensor on a transformer, that overheating of a transformer beyond this level can give you an alert, which can eventually say that this transformer is getting overheated. Maybe it may fuse off. So this becomes a predictive analysis. Something like this could be in every aspect, even your own body. So a digital twin can create data which eventually can tell you that you may get, let's say, ill by having a fever or anything else, or cardiac arrest or whatever. This is all predictive analysis through the AI and kind of a digital twin. So what I'm trying to say is that each of these technologies which we bring across, or which is coming across in the world, when we intercept these technologies, we have to keep our minds extremely open. It is like a parachute. If a parachute is kept closed, would it work? No, parachutes are only good if they kept them open. So mind should be kept extremely open to understand each of these technology and where you can deploy it. So the problem understanding is very, very important, and how you can scale it up. I think this fest is going to be a great, important, if event. I think this is what, the 24th, you said, 25th? 19th, yeah, 19th. So wonderful. I think it's a great journey that you all have put across, and multiple universities participating. I didn't know about this, so this is very good. Congratulations to all the people who have done this. And at the same time, all those who have actually demonstrated. I think this is wonderful. There are some good concepts which I understood, which are very good. Sometimes the concepts may be very good, they may not be able to scale up, but unless you try, you would not know about it. So you got to try it. So may the best one win. Of course, as he said, that every one of you are a winner, and I think best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Moving forward, I would like to introduce Dean of Faculty of Computer Applications and IT, Undergraduate Department, Professor Dr. Tripti Dodia, and I would like to take a moment to introduce her. Professor Dr. Tripti Dodia is associated with GLS University since June 2000. She has 24 years of teaching experience. A bachelor in computer science engineering, she has done her MSCIT and PhD in the field of computer science. Her research interest spans the field of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. She has attended a number of national and international conferences where she has presented research papers in the area of information retrieval. She has published several research papers in national and international journals. She has received Vaigyanik Drishtikon Award for her paper titled Recommender Systems for Diseases in Kids. She has authored a book titled Computer Organization and Advanced Microprocessor. She has also co-authored textbook in the subject of computer studies for the standard 11th and 12th Gujarat State Education Board. She has conducted several workshops on open source animation tools, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. She is the lead faculty in designing innovative syllabus for BCA and IMSCIT programs and has been also guiding other faculty members in maintaining standards of academic delivery. With this, I would like to call Professor Dr. Tripti Dodia to offer a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Drishta. Very good morning to all. It is truly an honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. So, on behalf of Faculty of Computer Application and IT and Faculty of Engineering and Technology, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to making this event a success. First and foremost, I would like to extend our deepest appreciation to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Bharat Patel, sir, for gracing this occasion with his presence and for sharing invaluable insights. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Shri Sudhir Nanavati, sir, President, GLS University, who continues to inspire us to work with enthusiasm and dedication. Sir, thank you for showering your blessings as always. I take this opportunity to heartily thank Dr. Chandni Kapadia ma'am, Executive Director, GLS University, for her unwavering support and encouragement for organizing such events. Our sincere appreciation to Dr. Dharmesh Shah, Provost, GLS University, for his guidance. So we look forward for your continuous support in all the future endeavors. Heartfelt thanks to Dr. Dhruv Brahmbhatt, Registrar, GLS University, and Shashank Bhai, CFO, GLS University, for their support and cooperation in organizing the event. Our sincere thanks to the deans, directors, heads of GLS for being with us today. We thank all our invited experts for taking out their valuable time to judge the events. Thanks to our faculty members whose dedication and guidance have played a pivotal role in shaping the minds of our students and preparing them for success in the world of technology. Special thanks to organizing committee, technical team, volunteers, administrative and support staff, auditorium staff, and all those behind the scenes for your tireless efforts and dedication. I thank all our participants for their enthusiasm and engagement. Your presence and active involvement will make this event a platform for learning. Thank you, everyone, and we look forward to continuing this journey together. Have a wonderful day and see you all in CyberShadez 2026. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय 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 जय
Thank you, everyone. Kindly be seated. Now I would request Dr. Harshal Arorkar sir and Dr. Tripti Dodia to escort our dignitaries. Thank you, ma'am. Requested to go to their respective venues for their further events. Thank you. Yeah. Undergraduate IT quiz students are requested to be here in the auditorium. Thank you. चलो